Hello Flosstube, hello crafty friends, welcome back. How's everybody doing? How are we all doing today? Everybody doing okay? If you're feeling unwell, I hope you feel better soon. If you're anxious and stressed, I think we all know how everybody's feeling. So how about we just take just a few minutes and close out the world and talk about crafts. Okay, so day 4. I had a pretty good night last night. I did lots of crafting, but it had nothing to do with anything stitching or knitting related. It was sewing. I was sewing all night last night. So that was fun. And most of it was stuff that went out in the post today, so I can't even share it with you, but I promised I was crafting all night. I did a little bit of knitting because I remembered it was very good to have that motivation. Yesterday I made myself and you a promise that I would get my father-in-law's second sock to the heel stage, and I did. Ta-da! I have separated for the heel. So I achieved what I said. Let's see, it's trying to focus on me around the sock. So let's see, bring that, there we go. See? I am ready to start the heel. So tonight it would be nice to get part of the heel flap done. However, we'll see. We'll see if I get to that. I'm not quite sure. I did do a few more rounds on my Christmas sock. I knit the bit of yarn barf. Some of you appreciated that little knitting joke yesterday. It's just the yarn that comes out when if you pull from a center pull ball and it all comes out of the center. It's just a funny term for it, and then you need to knit it up. So I knit the rest of the white stripe, all of the green stripe, and then I just started the red. There, that's a bit more clear. There. Good. So, I love sock knitting, if you couldn't tell. Okay, the other thing that I've been working on cross-stitch wise has been my Red House sampler. This is a Brenda Keyes design from her business is called the Sampler Company. This is that beautiful pattern. This is at the moment, Brian Blitz Stitch, that's his YouTube channel, and he started this as a stitch along on January 1st, and so I joined in. I jumped on to that stitch along because I just think this is really such a beautiful sampler, and I love stitching houses, and it's got that beautiful red house in the center. So my piece is on my floor frame, and so what was just easiest for me to do was to just take a little bit of video of my progress so far, and so I'll insert that little bit of video right here. It's just a beautiful pattern. So some details on my work. I'm stitching it on a 40 count linen, again by XJU Designs, in the colorway Rocky Mountain. And I think it's a beautiful combination of fabric and floss. I'm using the called for DMC colors except for the red of the house. The red of the house is also the same red that's used in the alternate flowers in the border. And I have subbed out, the original calls for 321, and I have subbed out 3777. So that's the red that I'm using for that. The other thing that I'm going to sub out probably is the Magenta Dress on the woman, but I haven't decided. I might make it a royal blue, like a 797 maybe. Maybe that's more of a cornflower blue. You all know 797? It's a good blue. So we'll see. But it's just such a beautiful sampler. I'm enjoying that. My 24-hour rotation has gone completely out of the window because you know, at the moment, I'm just feeling like I just want my craft to be what I feel like working on right now. What do I feel like working on right now? That's what I'm gonna do. And it's going to just be sheer pleasure. And I'm not mad about it at all. So I have no idea how much time I've actually spent on the red sampler because I'm gonna turn the timer off and I'm just gonna work on it because I want to, because there's something else I've been wanting to get to. And I've been thinking about it for the last couple of days, and I thought today is finally the day. And it's counted canvas. So you may remember, if you've been watching me for a little while, you may remember that, did I introduce myself even? Did I tell you my name? If you're brand new here, my name is Caroline. Thank you for joining me. But if you've been around here for a while, you're familiar with this canvas work that I worked on for a very long time. Very, very, very long time. I think I enabled, you know, at least 20 other stitchers to purchase this, kit it up, and stitch it before I even, you know, managed to work my way through mine. But that's okay. Isn't it beautiful? So let me give you a close-up in case you've never seen counted canvas before. As you can tell, it's a little bit different than cross stitch. Done with canvas. This is called a mono canvas. I think this is an 18 count mono canvas, and it uses a variety of different threads. So this has got some Caron watercolor, is it watercolors? Let me check, actually, because spoiler alert, I'm about to work on a different one. So this is the type of fiber, Caron collection watercolors. Yeah. So these watercolors, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. And it also uses some metallic, Rainbow Gallery metallics. I had a fellow stitcher, Martha, help me out, and she sent me an extra card, excuse me, of this metallic because I ran out for the last top corner of this design, and some DMC number 5 pearl cotton. That's the lighter blue that you see around the border there. So this is a pattern by From Nancy's Needle. She does a lot of counted canvas work designs that are they're a great way to start. If you've never done counted canvas work, it's a great way to start. If you're interested in any more information about counted canvas work, I've done a couple of Stitch With Me videos a while back now, but if you just scroll through the video list, and I know there's a lot, actually it's probably easier if you go over to the playlist section. There should be a playlist. It's out of date. However, these are older videos, the Friday Off the Grid videos. And if you just scroll through the back catalog of those, in some of the older Stitch With Me videos on the Friday Off the Grid playlist, I was working on this, and I did a couple of, you know, basic, you know, explanations, a little bit of a tutorial, as it were. So not like a specific tutorial, it's not labeled as a tutorial as such, but while I was working on it, I was talking about it. So can I hold it up here next to my face any longer? I haven't framed it. This is, you know, this is just the frame that I used to work on it. I just can't, it just sits in my kitchen so that I can stare at it when I walk past it. We have like a chair, it's not a chair rail, but what do you call that? Is it wainscoting around the kitchen? That's how fancy I am. I don't know. There's some stuff in the kitchen that's got a lip around the edge, and I just sit this on the lip. It's out of place, but at least I can stare at it. So it needs to be framed, it needs to be hung, but for now, I'm just so thrilled that I actually finished it. That's where it sits. So I really wanted to get after another canvas that I had already started. Some of you will remember this one. And I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to get back to this one. So I also enabled a few people to buy this. Now, up front, I don't know where to find this. I think this is a little bit hard to find. So I know there were a couple of people in the UK who maybe found it. So if someone has purchased this in the last year and kitted it up, if you could leave me a comment below to maybe help other people find it, I would appreciate it. Here's the pattern. I mean, right? It's stunning. It's stunning. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I mean, that just looking at the cover photo makes me feel happy. Okay, so it's by Amy Bear Needlepoints, and the designer is Amy Wolfson. It's called Seasons. And I just think it's one of the most beautiful canvas pieces I've ever seen. It's stunning. I love it. So I started this as a high tea start, I think in 2018. This pattern was sent to me. This pattern was gifted to me by Laura down in the States. Laura Gisness gifted this to me, and I kitted it up almost immediately, and I put a little bit of work into it. It was the special high tea start back in 2018, and I haven't worked on it since. So here's what I have on this enormous canvas. Look at how big the canvas is and how empty mine is. So let me put something behind here so you can see what I've actually done. And it's so beautiful. It's so, so beautiful. I love it. So tonight I'm going to, I need to spend some time re-familiarizing myself with the chart, with my threads. I have, this is actually quite funny. This is one of the first drawstring bags that I ever made. It was actually, this was the first tag. This is my Evertote tag. I can't see what's focusing because my vision is terrible. But anyways, I'm gonna trust that you can see what I'm talking about, or you get my gist of what I'm talking about. It was the very first Evertote tag that I ever used. And I was testing out making a drawstring bag. I didn't stay with this, I went with a different drawstring channel. And in my other drawstrings, I now box the bottom so that it has a flat bottom. But this bag, I still really like it because I made it and I love the fabric. Beautiful owls. This is the Joel Dewberry print. I still have some of this line squirreled away. This was a gift. My mother and father, for my 40th birthday, bought me, I'm 45. I can tell you how old I am. So this was 5 years ago that they bought me this fabric. They bought me, it was a fat quarter bundle of the whole line. And I think it was called, what was it called? Birch Lane. And it had these beautiful owls. I was gonna make a quilt. Didn't happen because some of the prints, I couldn't put it together the way I wanted to see it, so it didn't work for a quilt. However, I have made the most beautiful bags out of it. I think I gave my mom an owl bag too. I gave my cousin an owl bag. I think I'm out of owls now. Carrie, creative curator in Australia, has a little bit of this fabric as well. I've sold a number of bags made from those fat quarters. So, hi Mom and Dad. Thank you for letting me profit off my 40th birthday present. So Mom and Dad are now watching these daily videos. Mom tends to watch the Flosstube videos, but we spoke on the phone yesterday, and she said she's been putting it on when she and my dad are downstairs hanging out, and they're keeping in touch with me and what I'm up to by watching the videos. So thanks, Mom and Dad. And inside this drawstring bag, I have my goodies for this kit. And I'm pretty sure, if memory serves, because this goes back to 2018, if memory serves, I may be missing 1 or 2 of the watercolors. I kitted this up back when my original needlework shop, Thread and I, was still in business. They have since retired. And I'm not sure that my new needlework shop, which is Stitch It Central here in London, Ontario, I'm not sure that they carry the Karen watercolors. I haven't needed to buy any because I haven't purchased any more canvas work patterns since Thread and I closed down. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna read through the pattern again, refamiliarize myself with what goes where. I'm gonna go through the list of supplies, and if I'm missing anything, because I think I'm missing one or two, then I'm going to hop online and see if I can find a source for what I'm missing and get it on order, so that now, while my enthusiasm is high, I can get after this. So this is a big canvas I've got to fill, don't you think? So I better hop to it. And oh, this little needle minder came from, this is so cute. This came from Silks For You way back in 2018 when I purchased a couple of hanks of silk from them. Look at the little Scotty dog. So cute. So that's a little heads up that maybe I might just be getting ready to use one of those hanks of silks from Silks For You that I purchased back in 2018 and I still haven't even used. High tea is coming up. So, okay. So that's it. Today is the first day of spring. Happy first day of spring. You may remember I had mentioned that I was planning on launching my next Evertote collaboration kit on the first day of spring. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen today. And I think it's understandable why that's not. I'm just not ready to do that today. Life has thrown all of us a very large curveball. However, I have the patterns. The pattern has been done by Tiny Modernist, Cheryl. It's a beautiful, I love this chart. I cannot wait to share it with you. I have a zipper pull from Carrie, the creative curator, all the way from Australia. And I have them. I have the patterns. This is going to be the first time that I am sending out a cardstock pattern with the kit. So this is not a PDF pattern. You will be getting a physical copy of the chart. I have a very, very special chainmail zipper pull to go with the set. And then I have two different fabrics that I have put a bag set together, and it will be made as a medium flat set. I might have a few, I'm thinking of putting together a few small bags, which is the one that fits an 8-inch square or a hoop, but there won't be any large sizes in this kit. So I haven't decided yet how quite to release it, because like many of you who work from home and have kids around and other family members around who are now also working from home, you know, things are very different around here, and working from home presents different challenges, as you are all perhaps finding out. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a think about that this weekend. Everything is cut, everything is ready to be put together. It's just that there is still a lot of work left for me to do in order to be able to have everything done and prepared and ready to offer as a kit. So I'm gonna have a little think about it this weekend, and I'll talk maybe a bit on Monday about when I might decide to release the kit. I can't wait to share it with you. It's really, it's a good one. They all are. What can I say? I like everything that I get to do. That's a lot. That's a big part of the fun for me. And I'm concurrently, is that the right word? At the same time, concurrently working on the Christmas collaboration. It's gonna be good. I'm excited already about that one. So that's my project bag business, which is Evertote, www.evertote.com, in case you're curious. So more information on the collaboration with Tiny Modernist and Carrie, creative curator, on Monday. And that's it for me today. Today was probably a little longer than I expected, but I had a lot of fun things I wanted to share with you, especially that canvas work, which I'm so excited to get to tonight. I've got the, it's not a small pattern. It's a big chart. So I look forward to making a fresh cup of coffee tonight and sitting down at my kitchen table and having a really good look. So that'll be fun. Okay, I will check in with you tomorrow. I suspect tomorrow will be a little shorter. I will not be doing Stitch With Me videos for the next little while. And I apologize for that. I know there are lots of you who enjoy visiting with me and watching me stitch. I might do 1 or 2 throughout the upcoming month just as a, you know, something a bit different to offer, but doing daily videos takes quite a bit of time, and so, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, but I can't do both. So, and I can't do a Stitch With Me tomorrow because I still don't have the right tripod, and my phone is still not talking properly to my computer. Technology. Anyways, okay, that's it for me. Stay healthy, happy stitching. I hope you're well, and all the best. I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.